Earlier tonight, we introduced you to Kenneth Brower. He's a 90-year-old World War II veteran from Fort Worth, setting off on a trip to Washington to see the World War II Memorial for the very first time. He's one, in fact, of 40 North Texas World War II vets who flew with Honor Flight DFW. I got a chance to travel with them to document their journey, and it's safe to say that not one of these men realized just how powerful this thank you was going to be. They are 40 of the men who helped shape our world today.
There you go. Thank you for your service.
Gunners, pilots, infantrymen.
Hi, this is for you. You have a great
Here's
flight.
your blanket. Thank you.
Hi, darling.
Bye-bye, sugar.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is American Airlines flight number 1600.
Leaving DFW with a water cannon salute.
We are honoring our honor flight this morning.
Like 60-plus years ago, they take a seat on an airplane headed for something they've never seen in person. What they were not prepared for was what awaited them on landing at Reagan National Airport.
The first of what will be a lot of surprises for these guys right here in the airport when they land. Hundreds of passengers and volunteers all gathered right here at the gate to say thanks.
There were songs dedicated to every branch of the military, a special ceremony at the gate, completely unexpected and for some, completely overwhelming.
Well, I didn't think so many people cared.
At the World War II Memorial, taps played for the fallen. Those who made it through the war could hardly believe that they were finally here.
First impressions.
I'm speechless. I just don't know what to say.
Walking around the World War II, how many people who were just visitors would come up and thank you. That was amazing to me.
It's been over 6 decades, but memories of the war are still fresh.
Where were you?
In Europe.
Me too. I made the grand tour.
All in the shadows of the 56 granite pillars, including the Texas pillar. 2 arches represent the Atlantic and the Pacific theaters. The Pacific is where Navy man Jim Riddle served.
It's an amazing sight. I never dreamed that this would be anything like it's turned out to be in person. I've seen pictures, but never anything like this.
One of the most moving parts of this memorial is the Freedom Wall. On this wall, 4,000 gold-colored stars. Every single star represents 100 lives that were lost by United States military members during World War II.
It took so long for them to get that thing done that I wanted to see it.
At Arlington National Cemetery, the men visited the grave of North Texan Audie Murphy, the most decorated soldier in World War II. And that foot swipe was for the North Texas veterans. It's an unspoken salute, a sign of respect from the Guard, watching over the tomb of the unknown soldier.
That's an amazing, amazing memorial.
But it was in the final hours of this honor flight trip at the Iwo Jima Memorial that the whirlwind of thank yous, the decades of wondering why they survived and others did not, and reflections on the cost of war, finally caught up with these most deserving Americans.
What's it meant for you to be here?
Those guys that all those stars represents, a lot of them are still over there. They are the real heroes.
Final touch, by the way, from Honor Flight was mail call. Letters from North Texas kids addressed to all the veterans on this trip were read on the flight home. So cool. Then they arrive at DFW, and nothing short of a hero's welcome here. For nonprofit Honor Flight DFW, the trip costs about $1,000 a veteran. They do that with donations. That's all they've got. They still have 300 World War II vets in North Texas on the waiting list. We have a link for you to Honor Flight on our website, CBS11 And with the whole waiting list thing at 300, most of these guys, obviously, they're in their 80s and their early 90s. Time is running short. That's the reality.
Do they do this based on age or based on when they signed up, or how do they do that?
Yes, yeah, there is a scenario set up. It's medically, are they getting close? Can we get them there? A lot of these guys on this trip were in wheelchairs, but Honor Flight DFW tends to all those needs. It's pretty awesome.
That is wonderful. And there's so many people who volunteer their time and their services as well. That's great. Nice story, Doug.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.